Morning, Brian. Welcome
Morning,
to
John.
the office. We're doing the weekly update again this morning from the office, as you can see. The first item is the cup final schedule update. So do you want to talk people through it, Brian?
Yeah, we've done the schedule for the under 7s right the way through to the under 10s. All the cup finals there, they'll be on the spreadsheet, which will be uploaded to the website and the media sites later on today. Obviously 11s and 12s have still got some cup games going on, so they'll be populated as soon as possible. What you won't see at this moment in time is the fixtures appearing on the full-time website, because we've got to manually put each and every cup final on there, and hopefully by the end of next week we'll have done so.
Just to reiterate on what Brian says, once the schedule is updated, we were not in a position where we could move teams round, dates round. If you can't make your particular cup final, if you can let us know as soon as possible, then we can find your opposition another game to play. Next item, Brian, is the cup final tickets.
Yeah, tickets are now on sale. You can collect them from the league office. Opening times are on the website. We are open weekends, so if you want to bob in and get some tickets, just note that we haven't got a card facility. Whilst you might be able to do a bank transfer on your phone in the office, that's fine. We just haven't got the facility where we can do contactless payments, etc. So unfortunately it's either a bank transfer or cash on the day. Thank you.
Next one is the return of trophies. These are for the trophies that were won during last year's cup finals or league winners trophies. They're not the children's trophies that the individuals, they are the team trophies. Something similar to JFC Sports Div 5 or Thunder Cup or whatever. Those have all got to be returned. The deadline date is the 29th of February. You have to have them returned to the office so that either myself or Brian can tick them off on the list. There'll be no dropping them off at Curzon office or dropping them off at the centres. They have to be brought back to the office here. Just will remind everybody, if you don't return the trophies won last year, we have to replace them, so therefore we have to send the fines out to the relevant clubs. Get your trophies back in by the end of February, then obviously everybody's happy. Next one for you, Brian, it's I've called it here deadline day. It'll be the player registrations.
Yeah, last day for registrations is the end of February. That includes player transfers, new registrations, etc. Any registration that anybody wants to make after that, you've got to seek discretion from the league. Obviously we don't intend to warrant a lot of discretion, because to be fair, if they haven't played so far, then we shouldn't really be signing players on in March and April to play in a cup final in May. So the end of the deadline day is the end of February for all player registrations and transfers.
The next one is the accounts update. The final day for paying all league fees, fines, etc. Was the 1st of February. I've just done the accounts update today, and we're still £60,000 in unpaid league fees. The statements will be going out to club treasurers today. Brian will be following that up with a letter to, or an email to club secretaries. We need the money in. Unfortunately, any clubs with outstanding league fees, you run the risk of having your fixtures suspended. If these are league matches, they will be forfeited, they won't be rescheduled. If you know that your club are behind with league fees, then give them a chase up. We certainly won't be implementing any suspension of fixtures for the next couple of weeks, but if league fees aren't paid and settled by the middle of February, then obviously all teams that haven't paid, you do run the risk of not being able to play football. Not a thing we want to do. Just chase your treasurers up, make sure your league fees are all up to date. Last one, Brian, is a weather update.
Yeah, obviously there's the weather warning put out for predominantly Sunday, or late Saturday afternoon to Sunday. A yellow weather warning's been issued. We'll be monitoring it over the next 24 hours to see where we go with regards to fixtures taking place on a Sunday. We hope to make a final decision on this around about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. What we've got to take into consideration when we make these choices is two factors, especially with the under 7s. One is the age of them. Two, it's a game of football. It's just a game of football. The under-12s are already in front with the fixtures, so the bottom line is we don't want any cancellations if we can help it. However, we are in front with the fixtures, so technically if we lost a week on Sunday, it doesn't really create too big of an issue moving forward. However, the 11-a-side, all 11-a-side will always be at the discretion of the referee when there's cases of a weather warning. Okay, so regardless of what decision is made tomorrow with the 7s and 12s, all 11-a-side will be at the discretion of the referees.
That's it. I mean, the weather looks absolutely superb here today, Brian. Let's hope that is it Storm Kiara doesn't turn up and we don't have to postpone any games. But again, let's emphasise the weather warning states something along the lines of, you know, people could be at risk. We are a junior football league. We don't want to put any children at risk, so just bear with us with that. Watch out for the weather, for the announcement tomorrow afternoon, and hope you all enjoy your football this weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to play.